teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to Pasadena, California, and the iconic Rose Bowl, presented by Prudential, part of the college football playoff. As we see the number 8 seed in this playoff, the Washington Huskies, taking on last season's national champions, the Florida Gators. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Herbstreit. It's quarterfinal time in the CFP, and let's get it going. Kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16, but been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So the Gators offense comes on the field first today. Down to the final 8 now. Quarterfinal matchups at neutral locations, Kirk, and that means one team which won a conference championship is rested. The other team is coming off an emotional win just a week ago.
And, Chris, the prevailing thought would be, boy, the team that gets a chance to rest would be in a better position. But as we saw in 2024, the teams that got that rest, they lost their rhythm. And I think the teams that had a chance to play, they continue to stay in their routine, and it really benefited them. Let's see how it plays out today.
First down at 10. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Finds his man. It's Foster. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
This play's really well defended here by the defense. They try to sneak the back out. The defense is aware of it. Not only aware of it, keep him short of the line of scrimmage for a loss. Sometimes those backs can sneak out unidentified. This time the defense saw him and made the play.
Getting set. Here's second down. And he drops back in the gun. Quick throw. Catch made on the out route. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Now here's the toss play. Breaks into the clear. The Gators are looking to keep this drive going.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And the back now goes in motion. First down, looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Finally, they get him. A great tackle by the cornerback. Not easy with that size difference. High completion makes it second and medium. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. The receiver grabs it. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down.
This quarterback has a lot of different options, but I don't mind him getting this wide receiver involved so early in the game. Let him build up his confidence. He could have a monster day for you.
Delayed handoff. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
Man, the defensive coordinator has to be fired up about this play. The thing that he has to love is that his defense and their technique was right on point. They didn't lose their leverage. They stayed with the play and didn't just go after the quarterback.
Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss. They don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Can't hold on. Good defensive play. Brings up a fourth down.
And I was hoping he'd be able to hold on to that football. That would have been a big play there on third down. Now, big decision coming up here on fourth.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Fourth down. He's throwing for it. To dart to the left side. And he can't connect. A costly turnover on downs. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Bryant. Off target and incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense lines up for a 2nd down play off the incompletion. A quick throw out left, complete. He's brought down quickly. A short gain gets them a few yards closer to the marker.
Well, the defense didn't have any time at all to get pressure on the quarterback. He gets the ball out of his hands pretty quickly on the hitch to the receiver.
Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. A deep shot to the right. Pass caught. Can he get in? Touchdown, Washington, as they claim the lead in this playoff. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Catch made on the left side. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a 1st down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. 1st down and more. He's still running. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain.
Man, when your quarterback can run the football like this, it puts so much pressure on the defense. The defense coordinator spent all week preparing his unit to be able to stop this offense. But when this quarterback's able to pull it down and pick up yards like that, it's an extra headache for the defense to have to deal with.
To make the tackle, but it's enough for a 1st down. Good call on that screen play.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice 1st down.
Pass is incomplete, but there's a penalty marker down. Might be roughing the quarterback. Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Quarterback hammered after the throw. That's an obvious 15-yard penalty. The Gators with 1st and 10 here. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Short throw complete to the tight end. Tackle is finally made down at the 11-yard line.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Yeah, you simply cannot hit the quarterback like that. He got caught red-handed. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Touchdown, Gators. A much-needed counterpunch delivered. The offense is set up with excellent field position. Ball handed off. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the 2nd and 3rd down coming up.
And the tackle is made, but the offense now is set up. 1st and goal from the 9. As the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
The QB to the tight end for a completion. Tackle at the 6-yard line after the completion. Offense really threatening now. 2nd and goal for the offense.
That's a good job by this defense of understanding where they are on the field. They obviously don't want to allow this offense to get into the end zone. They rallied the football on that pass and able to keep him short of the goal line.
We'll see what the offense dials up here on 3rd and goal. Looking to throw it again. Grab behind the line. It's Foster. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. We had a short field where the offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there, Kirk.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. It's Foster. They finally make the stop right near midfield. It'll be 1st down.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Here's the 2nd down play. They'll try the option play here. Inside the 30. They make the tackle, but the offense has a 1st down now at the 21.
Oh, man, what a read here by this quarterback. You know, he's trying to keep it himself until the defense takes him away. Good job at pitching it. How about the skill guys on this offense? Can they cover some ground? Great pickup for this offense.
Another chunk play. This offense is really clicking. Now they're running on the toss. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. Pressure is coming. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Gators.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And the Florida offense retakes the field. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Here comes a 1st down pass attempt. Looking deep to the right side. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Looking for a man deep on the right side. It is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception. Great spot to start this drive for the offense. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. He's bringing it back.
to him early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack. They finally come up with their first sack of the game. Do it by blitzing the DB.
Love to see the secondary get involved. I know it's a bit of a risk. You play some man coverage behind it, but you can see how dangerous it can be when you decide to bring these defensive backs because of their speed and how quickly they can get to the quarterback. Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
Trying for a fourth down completion. He'll take a deep shot. It's incomplete. Offense moving to a bunch formation. First down, looking to throw the ball. Short connection to the tight end here. Great move there. They make the stop, but it's a big gain down to the 29. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. The complexion of this drive suddenly changing. One massive play, and they're closing in on the red zone now with the first down. And looking to throw now on first down. And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Tied up here in the third quarter. These second down and long plays become important as they try to avoid third and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. They look to throw it here on second down. This time it's complete. He's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call. The defensive penalty is declined. Offense very happy to take the result of that play. Offense comes to the line with the first down. The defense going to have to overcome that costly 15-yard penalty. Makes the grab. Can you get there? Touchdown, Florida. And that will give them the lead now.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes a handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run the option. The quarterback keeps it on the option. Look out, room to run here. Got the first down and still motoring. They get him to the ground. That's first down now at the 28.
And the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Now I like the run play here. And offensively, at this point in the game, you want to remain in that attack mode first, while also staying in bounds and working that clock.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. They make the tackle, but it sets the offense up for a first and goal from the 10.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. It's a second and goal play for the offense. Receiver in motion now. Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Well, you lose the battle at the line of scrimmage here on second down to bring up this third down. Now as a play caller, you really got to be thinking about pass pro and giving this quarterback a chance to throw the football to get this into the end zone.
Game sets up a third down and goal from the 6. Touchdown, Gators. This offense cannot be stopped. This quarterback told us this is my time to shine. A playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy.
And the Gators offense retakes the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. They test the middle to get stopped. That run goes nowhere. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And it's a bunch formation. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Foster. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
The offensive line does everything they can to try to protect the quarterback, to give him enough time to find an open receiver. But there's nobody there downfield. He ends up throwing it to the back. But how about the speed of this defense? Now you're looking at a third down.
That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw in this play.
He lets it go. Makes the catch, and that is enough for a first down. The game moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be first down and goal. And the Gators will line up now. It's first and goal. Looking to throw yet again. He's got it right near the end zone. He'll be stopped short a couple yards from the goal line.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Nothing on that play makes it second down and goal from the 2. They'll try to run this one in. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a first down.
Well, no surprise there. They gave it to him one more time. The defense is able to come up with a stop. Listen, this guy's already got 3 touchdowns on the game, and he looks hungry for number 4. Give it to him again.
Defense looking for a stop on third and goal. Try to muscle toward the end zone on the ground. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida. That's another touchdown for this running back. They can't stop him. Dream performance in this playoff game.
Yeah, this is going to be a performance we're going to be talking about for a long time. I just love watching because he's doing it in so many different...
In the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.